Hello everyone and welcome to what is round 6 here around the iconic Monza track. Here we are for the 11th corner circuit, mainly straight, so low downforce will be key around here. The 5.7 kilometer track distance here. Action Zone Season 5, where Maple and Let's are getting quite spicy into turn 1, lap 1. Always exciting to see. At the final corner, a Williams hitting Futuristic ended both of their races, really. So let's go on to the track and see what the drivers can do. So here we are on the track, and people are only starting to come out now, so it's perfect timing. First person in line, though, is Tropy, who is currently P2 in this championship, tied with Maple. Will be exciting to see what he can do, but the man leading the current championship right now is Phoenix with 20 plus points, and he's trying to get in front of his teammate, so he'll be second in line to do a lap. So we'll go on board with Tropy, see what he can do for a lap around Italia. And around here, I think the wings you want to be doing is like 1 or 2, actually 1.5, I think. You really don't want to be using any wings, as long as you have a stable front end that can go in, especially through Ascari, and also stability when it comes to suspension, etc. You'll be fine. Right, running off the final corner, you want to make sure you get the best of exit possible, as it's a very, very long straight, and a mistake can cost you around here. DRS activated, and then turn 1, it's a little bit before the in-between line between 100 and 150. You want to mount the curb. He missed that. He actually lost the back end, and he didn't get a good second apex. But on the first apex, you really want to mount your car on it to the point where you're cutting it, and could get an invalidation, so that you get a perfectly clean, nice straight line through around here. Then here, just as the little asphalt patch ends there, that's your turning in point. You want to mount, but he mounts a little too much. So I'll move on to Phoenix, who went into the pits. So his teammate is the next one to set a lap. So you want to mount both curbs, run out a bit wide there, just in between the gravel. Here it's really wherever you feel is better to turn in. There's no real breaking point. He doesn't go as fast as he would like. Here it's also pretty sleek through there. DRS activated. There's a McLaren behind him. I don't know if he's on a lap. We'll have to find out though. 100-meter board, you want to be breaking down into 5th and then short shift to 6th, so that you get the best stability possible down this straight. Dropey, who's just gonna get ready to do a second lap, is just in front. He shouldn't be in the dirty air. Here, 50-meter board, nice and easy. 4th gear. He opts to use 5 futuristic. I go into 4th gear just to get the turn in, and then 5th gear just to get the traction. He comes across the lines. It's a 119.4. as Diaz quickly beats that time with a 1 minute 19.3. Optimal times would be mid to high 18s, and I'd say probably will be in the low 18s, I'd say, for that. But Zola in P3, and Korsic, or Karasik, sorry, does a 119 flat in the Mercedes. As is a Renault going to cross the line, I believe that's R10, that's not R10. The Mercedes puts himself, Maple puts himself in that position. No idea what's going on here. They're not on laps. They're all within touching distance of each other. But we'll go on board with Dropey, who is saying not anymore. He's definitely no longer saying a lap. I can tell you that much. So we'll move on, perhaps to see someone who has two. No one's saying a lap. Maple seems to be setting a lap. Is he going quicker? Is he going quicker? Let's see. Is he going quicker on this time? He's 3 seconds quicker. Oh yeah, he did a 1:23. That's definitely not a time you want to be setting. Oh, he's gone a bit wide there, but that will invalidate his lap, unfortunately, even though they didn't gain him a single second. The game was like, you know, screw you. Schofield, who set a 120, is going to come across the line. He's actually going to box. Would be yeah, Fox just finished the lap on the mediums, put a 120.9. Not a bad time on the mediums, but not the quickest either. Jack, who completely messed up that one corner there, the second Lesmo. He's going to be disappointed with himself. Let's see if he's improving at all in this lap. He's a 10th up on his time, so surprisingly, even with that mistake, he did improve. A bit slow through the first corner, but let's see what he can do through here. As run down to the line, really, with only one more corner to go. Brakes at the 50-meter board, goes into 5th, and slams on the throttle. Stay nice and tight if you can. It's going to be a late 19, actually an early 20, so it's a 120.1, and jumps Schofield. So good lap from him. Enzo is sitting a lap now in the Haas driver, respectively, with the number 69. Can't go wrong with that. Today's race will be, Monza does always good races, no matter what. Even if there are much quicker drivers than others and much slower drivers than others, there is always action. The amount of DRS straights that there are and overtaking opportunities, considering that, you know, people would think, oh no, it's just a DRS train. But realistically, you can overtake someone in every single corner and get away with it. Turn 1, obviously. Turn 2, yeah, but it'll be a bit tight. You really have to be in front of them before the corner starts. Through here, if you're there before using the DRS, you can get them. It's not really in a corner now, is it? You can't really go side by side through any of the corners. Really depends, but racing is usually good around here. And with 16 people on the grid and a quite competitive field, we should be in for a treat. As Enzo crosses the line, goes P10 with a 121 flat. Mercedes closely following him behind and goes into the pits. Outlaps for a few people now. We have Korsic and we have Futuristic. And DS. And Collini, Schofield. Phoenix still in the pits, having not set a lap time up to see what he can do. But Korsic being the first of this group. Will he be able to prove there's a shite ton of traffic entering turn 1. AlphaTauri is going to be there. Oh, he cuts turn 1. Yep, he wanted to mount that much, but definitely cut it though. DS in front, so we're right on board with him. He's a 10th down on his time. Someone went on straight there. It was Nick and Tug there when it came to that corner, but I think he should be fine. Don't lose too much time. A little too tight there as well. There's a complete cluster there. The chicane at the back, while looking at the minimap, there's like 5 drivers there. That's crazy. I believe one of them is actually on their lap, Futuristic. They did get out the way for Futuristic though. We'll see his DS improving on his time by 3 milliseconds. Oh, he went way too wide there, and that's going to be his lap essentially ruined. So move back to Futuristic, who is improving by a 10th. Will not put him, or it will pull him into P2 with a 101. Just about. But DS running up the final corner now, and into the pits he goes. Doesn't see why he should go for no one. Futuristic seems like a really good lap here. Futuristic now down to the line. Will he be able to set a 18? No, just about. It is a 119.2. Fox being the next driver to set a lap. And Corsic actually opted to go into the pits. So Fox into turn 1. That's how you want to be taking turn 1 and turn 2. Is that turn 2? Is it just, yeah, no, I believe it is turn 2. Turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh god, there's corners in that. Oh wait. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, okay, yeah. Ooh, he went on the grass there on entry. That put him off quite dearly. Still going though. A bit wide there on entry. See where it puts him on this lap. Is he improving? He's improving by a whole second. Oh, I forgot he did a 29. Oh, he's definitely not going to improve after that. Well, he might improve, but not by a lot. If he improves, he'll go into P7. And seems like a nice final corner. Seems like this might even be a late 19. It comes across the line 19.4, so this has a lot of time to find in that lap, I can tell you that much. 19.4, even with that mistake, I'm sure he's could be up for pole position, as Maple is the first person to break the 118 to the 118.9. And Futuristic coming in the pits, and who's that? Was that R10 who just went past? So second lap on the softs, and he's just going out there. No one else is on a lap from what I could see other than Schofield. He's improving by 6 100ths of a second. Let's see what he can do. Oh, he went very wide there on the entry. And now dragged to the line. I don't think he's going to improve, unfortunately. Actually, he does by 5/10. He did a 1:23. However, he didn't jump anyone, unfortunately for him. Corsic, though, just about to cross the line. So, right on board with him. And his teammate Jack is just in front. So, we'll see what these two drivers can do. Two Mercedes boys. Corsic, he just needs to improve by less than a 10th. And we went a bit wide there. Or went a bit deep, not wide, sorry, into turn 1. That is going to cost him quite a bit. Is his teammate, is Schofield, getting out of the way. And actually his teammate, Jack, is also pulled over behind. So definitely a mistake. And Corsic, again, has invalidated in that one corner. He needs to make it back to the pits, though, ASAP, with 4 minutes to go. Couldn't have the commentary glitch, though. So right on board, I believe DS is on the lap, and he's on 19.3, so don't count him out. He's a 10th up on his time. He'll be jumping Futuristic, so he might be able to get... Oh, not anymore. Definitely not anymore, and his tire's gone, and DS is out of this session. So, yep, definitely not anymore. He's going to be improving, unfortunately for him. He's lost the back end at the end of Scary. So, very unfortunate stuff for him. Corsic, will he be going again or will he be boxing? He's boxing. Let's go on his last set of tires. Oh god, Kalini, jeez, you wanna could be a bit of lag though. Pretty sure it is lag because he's getting good exits and he's getting good entries, so I don't know. It's just a midpoint that's kind of sketchy. So Kalini, how much is he improving on his time? Oh, he's 3/10 down on his time actually. Oh, we almost lost the second person in that same corner, but Kalini manages to stay out of the wall this time. See, can Kalini go up his... went up the time she was at Andreas. Andreas crossed the line and moved up to P11. And Kalini crossing the line, not improving. He's a 10th down at his time, but he's not going to go again. Pretty sure that was his last lap. Everyone's on an outlap so far. People will start to come out soon, I'd say. But the man to talk about right now would be these two. Poofy Waffles hasn't set a lap yet, nor has Phoenix. And I don't know if Phoenix is saving up his softs, or if he's not going to qualify. But would be nice if he actually went out now. I don't think I have the glitch because people are coming out now at 2:21, and that's roughly the time you want to be coming out. So I don't think I'm having the commentator glitch where I'm roughly a minute behind. So it's Karasik who is coming out first, but it looks like really the top, I'd say top 5 can snatch pole. I do believe in Fox as well, because he did a mistake actually, so we'll say top 6 are in the fight for pole. I don't think Kiki Hunter, though, will be able to improve by 7/10 in one lap. I'm not doubting him, but with the others in front of him also improving, you know, improving a second isn't that easy on F1. Unless if you really do a big mistake. Or Krusik being the first, then Maple, then Dropey. And then Futuristic. And Phoenix doesn't look like he's going out, so Phoenix is going to be starting at the back of the grid for this race. Make a bit more spicy. We're starting in 15th though, because 16th place of Poofy Waffles hasn't set a lap. So we're going to ride on board with Karasik here. We're having an Abu Dhabi qualifying here, where 3 people took pole before the third one of Max Verstappen finally took pole. As Karasik now under pressure, not able to invalidate any more laps. It's really his last chance. It's turn 1. Will he be able to do turn 1 cleanly? He took it cautiously, I could tell you that much. But he's still going, he hasn't invalidated. Now this next corner is the corner where he's invalidated his last 2 runs. Will he replicate the same thing and be out of this qualifying session? No, but he didn't take that corner good at all. That's going to cost him a lot of time. He definitely took that cautiously. But I hope for his sake his time lost was through the final part of the track, as we'll see if he's improving or not improving. He needs to improve by a 10th in order to take pole. He's improving by 2/100ths of a second, so he needs to hope he can find those 2/100ths, or not 200, sorry, 100, or that 10th in this final corner. As Karasik, braking for the final time in this qualifying session, goes up into 6th gear, stays nice and tight. Will Karasik be able to snatch himself on pole position? Yes, he does, with a 1:18.6. Don't count him out though. Maple is actually invalidated, being 3/10 sub, so that's his qualifying session over. Or wait, what? Maple is now in P2 because wait, I'm confused. Zola was in P2, but now he's in P3. But someone we need to look at is Dropey. Will he be able to snatch himself on pole position? No, he puts himself in P4. Not good enough for him. Zola is out of this qualifying. Futuristic though, not so much. We'll have to see if people are going out again though, because it doesn't look like I have the it looks like I have the commentator glitch, or times are gone. But Jack now, oh god, everyone's names are glitched. Dropey gets a 5-second grip penalty for collision with not sure who. But moving back, Futuristic 5/100ths up on his time. That's not going to be enough to sneak. I don't even know the word anymore. To get pole position. Will he be able to get pole position? No, he won't be able to improve at all, actually. Unfortunately for him, R10 isn't improving either, and Zola isn't on the lap anymore. We'll have to see. Kalini is on the lap, though. However, people finally starting to get checker flags. And 2 people in front of him. Oh, he's definitely going to be away. Enzo just barely getting out the way here. Kalini seemed to be a very good final sector there. his teammate Poofy Waffles in front, hoping to actually set a lap to be able to jump Phoenix. Get the jump on one. Kalini not that good of a final corner though. He's gonna come down to run the line. I don't think he's gonna improve, but Poofy Waffles gets himself into P15, and I believe that's everyone. Actually, no, there's two people. Andreas, who is coming across the final corner now, and I don't think he will improve. No, just shy. But Jack is 3/10 up on his time. Will he be able to sneak himself on into the top 10? He will, just barely. He puts himself in 10th position, and that is your grid. That is qualifying. Unfortunate stuff for Maple, because he was 4/10 up, and he could have gotten pole position had he have not have invalidated wherever he did. But here you go, Karasik in P1, followed by Maple on the front row, Zola in P3. Trophy, though, however, won't be P4. It'll be Futuristic in P4, then R10, then DS, then Fox, then Trophy, then KK Hunter, then Jack, then... Actually, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4... Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, so it'll be after KK Hunter, Trophy will be there, and then Jack to round off top 10, and then Kalini, best of the rest, and Andres, Scofield, Enzo, Poofy Waffles, and the championship leader, Phoenix, who is in last place. So it's going to be... It'll be exciting to see what Phoenix can do if he could go up the grid. I don't think it's raining though, because yeah, you wouldn't want to start at the back of the grid then. Right, here we are. A bit of incident there at the back. Right, so let's check out the tires. Everyone's on the soft spar. Poofy Waffles, who's opted to go on the mediums. He'll be in a good position. He'll be able to box lap 16-ish. Be able to bring the softs towards the end. But surprised that no one else went on mediums at the bottom from 11th to 16th, especially Phoenix. Surprised he didn't go on the mediums, because it would have been really a better strategy. We'll have to see what he does though. And right, as the leader and rest, Enzo was actually qualifying for a little incident with Scofield, and so is Poofy Waffles. So they would have went to the grid a bit quicker, I guess. But right, here we go. Pit stop strategy, yes, softs to mediums. Softs, yeah, that's about time. You want to be boxing. Wow, Codemasters actually did something good. But moving on, hopefully we get a better camera angle. Right, as we have the grid lining up, we have 5 lights here in this Italian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go. It looks like Maple actually gets a pretty good start, but so does Karasik. He already is very far, but Maple actually didn't get a good start, but Zola did, and they're all into turn 1 and hoping everything sticks, no one dies, but there's almost 3 wide there at the back as Ferrari goes out wide. Ferrari sneaks up the inside of the AlphaTauri there of Kiki Hunter, and everything seems to be fine and dandy. Phoenix has also made up quite a few positions. He's already up into 12th. Enzo really losing out there, being in the top 10. He's already now at the very bottom. Moving up though on the grid. Oh, someone going for the move there, and that's DS, and they almost did a Sebastian Vettel there, and he's just lost out because of it. Futuristic guy in front of him, and Dropey with a better run might be able to get him. Dropey actually managed to pass by Fox as there's yellows at the back, and this DS who spun onto the gravel. He's going to want to re-enter on track safely as Poofy Waffles is driving awkwardly slowly there through that one part of the sector as Poofy Waffles gets the better, punchier run as Phoenix chucks into overtake mode just to try and stay in front, but Poofy Waffles' straight line speed is just far more superior. As Phoenix now hoping to get in front of Poofy Waffles as he goes a long way round, and that is legal apparently by the game standard. It says someone, R10 is completely lost in what has happened there. I have no idea what happened there, but we do have a virtual safety car. I have absolutely no idea what happened. People going into the pits now. What on earth happened there? R10 just died. Well, that is interesting to say the least. Trying to check on the replay on my phone. So R10 was turning right at the final corner, and then it looks like he got turned into by Caking Hunter, or something happened in between those two. It's Futuristic now looking on a move on the back of Maple, as Corsic manages to turn away a bit more. As Poofy Waffles has spun at the back, he's lost his right end plate, so rest in peace, right end plate. Scuffield's actually went to the pit as well to check on a set of mediums, or hards, not mediums, sorry. Dropey though on the back of this fight, Futuristic goes out wide. This might be Dropey's opportunity to try and sneak himself into P4, both using their overtake modes. Who will turn it off first? They both turn it off at the exact same time. Futuristic will box him in, and they'll run side by side through turn 1. Cuts the corner. That's probably a warning there for him. As more side by side action there. Phoenix 3 wide practically. As RG Bargy there. Collini barges Andres out of the way and gets the move done. And spinning again, I believe. Was that Poofy Waffles again who spun? Not sure. Moving up the grid though. Futuristic now on the back of Dropey. Loses a bit more touch. Now Fox will try and get past Futuristic as Futuristic perhaps now getting to grips with the tires as he loses the back end there. Not sure exactly what's going on here, but Futuristic in the DRS. So is Dropey though, unfortunately for Futuristic, as Karsic manages to get outside the DRS of so Les Phoenix already with the 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And he is 2 seconds behind Jack, so he's definitely pushing to try and sneak himself on into the DRS zone. As Fox now very much in contention of getting behind Futuristic, but I believe Futuristic is DRS. Dropey doesn't have DRS, but side by side Zola and Maple. I tried to get the switchback Zola, it didn't work out quite well. Maple getting in front now. Andreas and Collini. Andreas getting the move back. Tries to hang it there around the inside, but Andreas manages to cut him off and losing the back end there is Collini. As Futuristic gets overtaken by Fox into turn 3. Or turn 4, my bad. As he cuts that corner, that's definitely going to be a warning. And losing the back end, that's Zola. And Dropi's gonna have a little look there, gonna be side by side through. That's not gonna work. Oh god, thank god Zola went a bit wide there. Otherwise, Dropi was understeering into him. Or oversteering, not understeering, sorry. And that's that battle done now, but Maple manages to close up the gap by a 10th. Not much, but it will do as Futuristic gets himself a 30-second time penalty already as well. Collini as well. He already had one though, I believe. So this train from 3rd to 6th, all wanting to get a podium, so this is a battle for P3 really. Dropi though in the best position to do so, both have exactly the same amounts of ARS. Zola keeping it on, but not for long, as Zola will lose the position to Dropi as well. 2 racing points overtake him at the exact same corner. What the heck happened here? Futuristic is not upside down, the wrong way, and there's a safety car. Oh, it was Schofield who actually died there. No idea what happened there, but he's stranded on the track. Get a view here by Poopy Waffles, who is approaching. Oh, I believe he lost it at the end of Ascari. And he has lost it, and he has died. So that safety car is going to give a real boost for the soft runners, who could chuck on the mediums and go to the end. However, though, it would be very difficult. Yeah, there's skid marks there on the right. Now with the safety car, that's going to add a bit more buzz into this race. Will people opt to go on the hards? You can make the hards go to the end, but not quick race tire. I'll say your best bet is either go on the mediums or stay out. I would stay out personally. I'll have to see what other people do though. And he boxes, and who will follow him? No one. I believe no one will follow him except Zola. And and Phoenix as well. What tires are they all going on to? Mediums, it is. So they could do medium softs if they want to, or they can go hards, which is the risk. All going on the mediums, it seems. Everyone in the pits goes on the mediums. No exceptions. Actually, some going even on a fresh set of softs. On a hards for one, and a double stack here at Haas. Futuristic also goes on hard, so he's definitely opting to go for the one stop. Maple finds himself in P1 again. Pit window open in around 6 laps time. To see what he can do. Yeah, the engine, so we'll just go like here. Alright, safety car will be in next lap, I'd say. Alright. Safety car will more than likely be in this lap, considering the McLaren there of DS. At the very back is near, but I believe Poofy Waffles has been lapped. Unfortunately, he couldn't manage to unlap himself. And Sector 3 line approaching quickly. See what the drivers can do, warm up their tires. get him into peak temperature. So start. We'll be restarting level 8 onwards. Alright, didn't catch up yet, but there should be the message hit in this lap. So, yep, there it is. Oh, that's gonna cause an accident. Oh, everyone slows down there quite instantly. No one gets a penalty though. So Maple will be dictating the start. As Maple now crosses the final corner now, and he's off. He has gone, and Trophy didn't get caught out though, as a Fox onwards did though. The top two might actually be in a quick scuff into turn 1. No, that's not going to happen. Something back here is the sister teams are battling it out, as diving down the inside this Phoenix on Zola. Gets himself into P6 on the fresh mediums, keep in mind. Losing back. Oh, yeah, he has blue flags. Forgot about that. Someone spun the back. That's Enzo who spun the back. He's now very much well at the back. Kresic doing. He's actually in a net P1 right now, with Phoenix in a net P2. However, the people in front will be on the better tires towards the end of the race, and if there is another safety car, they will be in trouble, the ones who went on the mediums now. And moving up the field, no one's quite close to each other. We'll move back, and Collini looks to the outside of Jack, goes for it. Oh, they touch wheels, that's not going to be good for him. And now Collini might have the better run. Or not Collini, sorry, Futuristic might have the better run, who is on the hards, keep in mind. So he'll be, as Collini goes defensive there. And 50-meter board gone. It's going to put some drivers out. Futuristic didn't get the best of exits compared to Collini. Collini definitely will be ahead in that factor, but everyone is far away from each other. Won't be able to dive bomb into turn 1. Futuristic, though, if he's willing to do so, he won't. But he might run into the back, which he does, and he lost his right end plate. And he's going to be forced now to go the long way around, which honestly is just, yeah, it's impossible to do. It's been impossible to do in all the F1 games. And he comes out with a broken front wing, and now will be out of this race, really. But Phoenix looking towards the back of the Mercedes. Sister teams, once again. Which I don't know if you would really call it sister teams, but, you know, they're similar. Kresic using his, both have similar ERS modes. Phoenix with less though, and a penalty, keep that in mind. There's the yellows in the back. Enzo has died at the back. That could be the safety car that Futuristic so desperately needs, and it is. So now the people on the softs will box for the mediums, and therefore be on the better strategy towards the end. The medium runners right now, with their hands, with their heads in their hands, right now be like, oh no, this is a gifted opportunity, but sadly for the racing points they'll have to double stack, and oh, Fox actually hit them. Fox hit him. He's going to get a 5-second time penalty. Trophy really trying to get the distance so that he doesn't get held up, but he's going to get held up massively, as everyone with the softs boxes. And Futuristic, unfortunately for him, as Maple comes out, getting held as well because of the Kiki Hunter, and they go inside of each other. So Collini loses out. Trophy didn't lose too much time, to be fair. The double stack has been improved slightly, but not a lot. As Kresic now retains the lead of this Grand Prix. pretty much caught up, more futuristic, and once again, Poofy Waffles is lapped, and which is unfortunate for him. The safety car will probably be in next lap, so for a lap, or not next lap, but the lap after, or yeah, no, we'll be in next lap, we'll be racing lap 12 onwards. Alright. Right, the safety car is in this lap. As he will now dictate the start. And he's going not, and he's gonna try and catch Phoenix out, and he's off. He didn't catch Phoenix. Oh, he didn't catch anyone out, to be fair. Everyone is relatively close to each other, as Maple coming under pressure from Fox, who both are using their ERS modes. Fox, though, side by side. Maple going in hot and hits Andreas and loses his left end plate. He's redone what Futuristic has done. So now with his left end plate gone, he's going to have to box this lap, unfortunately, because that will heavily impact him. Although there are not a lot of corners, there still are some, and those corners, they will lose your time, especially with a bad front wing, as Fox overdoes it as well. Goes back on track, though, behind Andreas and behind Fox, crucially. And this Fox, or Maple, struggling through here, since he doesn't have his precious front wing, but he is very, very curious and might go around the outside on the back of Andreas. Doesn't do, oh, does do so, and he's got the move done. What a move there from Maple. He's picking up positions even with a broken front wing, as hold on, KK Hunter here on the back of Fox, as there's going to be three abreast going, no, not three abreast, going into turn 11. Maple really struggling, but Andreas getting in the way of KK Hunter. That's going to ruin his momentum, and there's a big crash maybe, and Tropy has lost it. There's a massive pileup here at the back, and it all started with Andreas getting in the way of who I believe was Dropey, and then, or no, getting in the way of KK Hunter. KK Hunter tapped wheels on the back of Dropey, and then Dropey, yeah, lost. There's a big pileup here at the back. No safety car, no VSC, no nothing. So unfortunate stuff for them, but it happened. And meanwhile, Phoenix retained the lead of this race. People on the fresh stuff, though, is did Maple lose his front wing? He did, but he's still going out. He's going to try and go as long as he can with his broken front wing. But really, the person with the freshest of softs that could challenge the top 5 is Fox. as Jack gets in front of Zola. Zola quickly trying to retaliate. However, is too far away on this occasion. With just under 14 laps to go, as Andreas gets past KK Hunter gets past Andreas. Collini now on the back of Andreas, who's not using his overtake mode. Jack and Zola going side by side at the final corner. A little bit of wheel tapping here. He doesn't have overtake mode, so Zola will use this to try and run away a bit. Now overtake mode on. He goes. He won't be close enough though to make a move, as he's using his overtake mode as well. Maple laying Fox by. The Fox now will set after Jack and Zola. As also into turn 1, Collini gets past Andreas. So good stuff from them. Moving forward towards the front of the grid. Karasik went purple in the first sector. Fox went purple in the first sector, so Fox is looking quick. Yeah, it does have spin here at the back. Trophy actually went in the pits again. Oh no, it was Poofy Waffles who spun. But right now Fox is in the lead of all the fresh medium runners, as DS took a very awkward line there through there. Fox is has 4 or 5 lap ish fresher tires than those in front, meaning that he will be pacey when it comes to lap 21 onwards. And considering he's relatively close to the leaders, I wouldn't count him out. Does Jack have DRS? He does. Fox sets the fastest lap of the race, I believe. Jack going ultra defensive into turn 1, not being able to do anything as Zola gets pushed out wide here by DS and loses the podium position. DS is up into the podium positions again. Not the first time I've said that this season. Jack now on the back of Zola. Zola will try and get the position. However, Zola is defending this quite harshly as Jack goes down the inside into turn 4. Zola trying to get the switchback. Does work. He does get the momentum on Jack, and now they'll run side by side. And Fox will try and get a move on Jack as no, he's not going to go for it. It's too dangerous. Jack does get a good run here, so he won't be able to get him through here. Zola with no DRS though. Fox cannot really afford to be battling these guys too much, as Phoenix and Krasik and DS as well are frankly running away as Jack is hit. Zola and Zola has lost his wheel. He's into the wall and gone. And Maple now tries to get in front. There's this another safety car, and Jack completely murdering Zola, who rear ends him quite brutally. And Maple now with his broken front wing will be able to box and fix that. As Phoenix goes in, and honestly I wouldn't be surprised if everyone boxed in for a fresh set of mediums. Heck, even softs actually. No, I would go on softs to be fair. With the safety car you'll probably be restarting lap 18, 19. You can get away with putting on fresh softs, which some people are doing fresh soft. Phoenix opts to go on fresh set of mediums. So does Maple. The only person I believe that's Jack going on the softs. He's the Mercedes. Yeah, he's on the softs. You could go on the softs since tire wear isn't too much of an issue around here, but you never know. As now Krasik is in the lead of this race. Once again, he didn't box. Fox can go to the end on these tires. However, he will have Phoenix, DS, Maple, and Andreas on fresher mediums than he is, and he almost is. But Jack, though, on his fresh softs, safety car will probably go in, I'd say, end of lap 19. And yeah, I'd say end of lap 19, because, you know, so many straights, there's not that many places where you can catch up on the safety car. Safety car doesn't go full throttle, though, for safety car he does, but for F1 cars, he only go not too quick. So catching up will be difficult. So next lap is 17. It could be end of lap 18, entering 19. So I'd say the soft runners of Jack and Futuristic will really only have to keep those tires up to temperature for 8 laps. 9 laps, sorry, 9 laps. And honestly, that's doable if the first stint is on used softs and you box lap 11, 12. I'm sure you can do fresh softs. So it'll be interesting to see strategy-wise how it goes out. I'd probably say safety car will more than likely be in this lap. Entering this, actually no, because they're quite far away, those in last. So it could be lap 20. It could only be a lap sprint race for those on softs. So it will be quite interesting to see, nonetheless, what exactly happens. Honestly, it's anyone's race at this point with 3 safety cars. Alright, so lap cars can go by, or maybe not. Green light was on, so yeah, safety car won't be in this lap. It's be in next lap as I predicted, I guess you can say. And right, as apparently safety car, I just had a bug, my screen just went black and everything went black, but we are back now, and Krustic has definitely retains P1, and Phoenix now putting Fox under pressure on his fresh sauce. Kiki Hunter is immediately overtaken as Maple tries to look down the inside. Kiki Hunter doesn't get the best run, it actually goes onto the gravel. That's going to cost him a heap of positions as it comes out in 8th, so pretty much last. Jack on his fresh soft, so on the other hand, can see the leader. He's only 5 places behind the leader, so if he can dispose of these DS and his incident at the back is Goofy letting people by. If Jack can get in front of DS and Maple as soon as possible, he'll be in a good shout for a podium. Once everyone actually has a penalty, bar Fox. It'll be interesting to see if Fox can manage to keep his nose clean through here. Jack has the braking power and traction advantage. Now he's gonna try and get in front of DS, which he should be able to quite easily. DS isn't gonna fight this too much, considering he is on the softer compound of tires, as Futuristic replicates the same move with KK Hunter, except KK Hunter is actually fighting this. Side by side, Futuristic does have the braking power, and KK Hunter hits him. He's gonna have to leave Futuristic by. Now Jack only has Maple in front of him, and then Phoenix not too much in front. Gap right now is 1.2, and Phoenix getting in front of Fox, but Jack gap was 1.2 through this corner part of the track. You know, these downforcey part of the track, attraction part of the track. I'm sure he will be gaining heaps of time on Maple, to the point where he is. He didn't gain too much, to be fair. He only gained a 10th. But Maple is on fresh mediums, though. Do keep that in mind. He's on fresh tires as well, so not all is lost. There's that wide there. Moving forward, Phoenix now who has 10 lap fresher tires than Karasik, which I'm surprised Karasik didn't box, will be very much under pressure now from Phoenix, and really there's no point in finding it. Karasik will lose P1 to Phoenix, and Phoenix looks set to get himself his 4th victory out of the 6 races we've had so far. Hopefully that's not the commentator's curse for his sake, but I mean, to be fair, Jack is right there. He can see P1 there, just getting out of his sight. If he can get rid of all the drivers in one lap, Maple this lap, then Maple, and then Fox, then Karasik, lap 23, lap 24 onwards, you'll have Phoenix, and he could, oh, not by doing that. DS will have the better run now. It doesn't manage to catch up though. Jack, though, with his dirty tires, will be struggling quite a bit, and doesn't lose the position, luckily for him. However, that will cost him a lot of time. Now he will come under pressure from DS, and will he be in front before the corner starts? He will. So right now Jack's chances of winning are slim, as Poofy spins again and loses his right end plate at the same spot. So he's gonna have to go onwards in P12. Moving up though, Jack is hopefully gonna try and overtake DS once and for all. DRS is activated. His overtake mode is also activated though. Moving under braking there, that could have been dangerous if Jack decided to go the long way around. However, he didn't. Moving up, Maple, still Fox is technically is going to win this race if it stays like this, because Fox doesn't have any time penalties under his name. However, he can't afford to lose too many positions, as Andreas and Dropey getting quite twitchy here at the back. Now Maple will regain P2 in the driver standings if it stays like this. Dystropy and Maple are on the exact same number of points. Moving up, DS has to run away from Jack. Jack's softs advantage won't last too much longer, so we'll need to get a move on. I think Fox is out of the DRS of Karasik, or he might just be in touching. He will. By a lot though. He needs to stay within 3 seconds of Phoenix. Currently he's 1.6. Oh. And, he's gained even more. Definitely more than, or less than 1.6. A move here at the back. Kiki Hunter gets in front of Andreas, and moving up the grid. Oh god! Please don't kill yourselves. Oh, but someone going wide there. Phoenix has actually lost out quite a few positions. I believe he's lost the back end there, and almost gone to the wall. Now Fox and Karasik are in front. However, Phoenix was quicker than these two. Try and get in front ASAP, but Fox will try and get in front of Karasik, put a car in between him and Phoenix. DRS detection zone is there. If Karasik can stay in second and not get overtaken by Phoenix, he will be in a good position. Fox, however, Phoenix turns up his ERS, and they're going to be 3 wide into turn 1. This is some sight to see here, but who will be in front? Will it be Phoenix or will it be Fox? Phoenix very much reclaims his P1. That has allowed Maple to sneak up on the back of a podium position here. As Fox is still winning this race if it stays like this. Maple chucking it up into overtake mode, looking to go around the outside of the Mercedes into this corner is going to be very dangerous, squinting my eyes, and luckily very clean between these two. Krusik with 16 lap old mediums is really not in a good position at all. But Fox right now just needs to stay within 3 seconds of Phoenix. Or actually, I don't know how many penalties exactly he has. He has 6 seconds of penalties. So Fox basically won this race if he stays within 6 seconds of... Oh, he's got 3 seconds, so now he needs to stay within 3 seconds. So yeah, my whole predicament of him being able to stay in 3 seconds is stays, and he has to stay within 3 seconds now. So all the info from race control there, bottom left, is finally appearing all at once. Just ignore that. Right. Fox now 1 second behind. He's approaching traffic though. As a long way around goes, I believe that's Collini. Yeah, yellow flags are for Collini, who's laying everyone by. No, it's actually for Poofy. Poofy was behind. Could be a VFC if he's not close, quick enough. But now Fox needs to speed up a bit, because with 3 more laps to go. Starting next. Phoenix is actually spun. He's lost it. He's gone. His chances of winning this race are gone. He comes back on track. Luckily, he does not in front of everyone. But Phoenix has bottled it. There's no other words to put it. He has ruined it. So now, that means that if he stays 8th, and probably even, you know, a bit higher, 9th now he is. Maple, I believe... No, he will still be in P2, but the championship battle now, from being, I believe, 30 points, will now be reduced to only 10, or even a little bit lower. So really, right now, Phoenix is kicking himself. He manages to get back into 8th, and now set his sights on Dropey and Futuristic, etc. Fortunate for Phoenix. Championship battle, I believe it was 68, and Phoenix was in the low 90s. 35. I think it could be 96, 68. So yeah, it could be. Yeah, the championship battle is still very much on. Meeple just needs, if he can get in front of Fox somehow. But how many penalties does he have? Maple has 3 seconds. Fox only has 3 as well. So now this is a battle for the lead, essentially. Let me just quickly check again. 3 plus a warning. So he's 1 warning short, Maple, of getting himself another time penalty. This is really a recreation of Sainz and Gasly here we're having. As Maple knows he has a chance of winning this race, but Fox also knows he has a better chance of winning this race because he's the car in front. However, if he keeps losing the back end like he just did there, he won't be able to do that. And don't count Krasik out, he is still very much behind this pack, but Maple saving up his ERS for the final lap, I'd say. Fox right now doesn't have much to defend with, he just has under the 10s. And, Maple losing time to Fox a bit. Not really as close as you want to be, considering the DRS detection zone is just here. He's in it. He's gonna want to use his overtake button a bit more, catch up a bit. Think there, yep, just enough to put security. All he needs to do is get in front by turn 1 of next lap, and he'll be in a great position as Fox hits a poor run out of Ascari compared to Maple. And it's really come down to the wire here as Fox trying to break the toe. And really right now, if Maple doesn't get in front of Fox by turn 1, his chances will be very much limited. Now overtake mode on for the pair of them. Fox with 9% really only to defend with. Fox uses all of his supplements of overtake, but Maple knows that he has a chance. Will he look to the inside into turn 1? He does! He breaks late, but Fox closes the door. And fortunately for Maple, he didn't get in front where he needed to do, but however, Fox gets a poor run, and Maple, with double the amount of ERS that Fox currently has, might just be able to get him through here, but he notices that he won't be close enough. So really now there's just 2 more chances. 1 at the next DRS zone, or 2 to the final corner, but getting bad runs like that isn't necessarily going to help your chances as Fox uses the back end twice there. Maple just needs to pick his moments. He doesn't need to use his ERS now. He's not going to be close enough, so he's going to save his ERS, or he's going to use a bit just to catch up, because he knows that they're both pretty similar on ERS levels. Now Maple needs to get a good run through Ascari, and Fox also gets a good run through Ascari. Now they're going to use both of their overtake modes, or not both of them. Actually, Maple isn't going to use his overtake mode, but Fox now, with only 1 more corner to go, has handled the pressure and has played the strategy beautifully and has taken advantage of people's mistakes. Will come across the line here to win in Monza. He wins in Brazil. He wins at Monza. Pierre Gasly. No, but Fox in the Red Bull takes victory here in the Monza Grand Prix. Maple in P2. Unfortunate for him, he'll be saying to Steam Radio, I don't know if I need to cry or to laugh. And Karasik in P3. Good race from him as well. DS P4. Jack P5 didn't make the softs work at all towards the end. Dropey P6. Futuristic P7. And crucially for Phoenix, he gets P8. Or crucially for Maple, Phoenix only got P8 after his spin and mistakes he did. He's going to be really disappointed with himself there. King enter P9, and Andreas rounds off the points finish. Collini will finish best of the rest, and then Pookie Waffle, who didn't really have the best of races himself, finishes in 12th. Zola in P13, and Enzo P14. Schofield P15, R10 P16. However, that won't really matter too much because they all DNF'd, unfortunately for them. Fox winning his first race that I've seen him win. Fox definitely showing his worth. Be able to win and be happy that he won this race. It was definitely a hard fought victory. One of the races in Monza that I told you guys in qualifying that will happen. We'll get spicy races wherever you are, front to back grid, and we had exactly that. Very entertaining race, very good race. Enjoyed every single second of it. And here you go, there's the final standings. And also Fox gets all of the points you can get in a race weekend, getting off 26 points with the fastest lap. The 121.9, closely followed by Maples actually with a 129.1. So that's your race. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys next week for what I believe is Austria. We are in Austria next week. So bye guys.